Man, look at this dirty, nasty, moldy shed door. This thing is gross. Look at the
Ew.
fascia on this. It's gross. Look at this dirty, nasty furniture. All
Bleh.
moldy. More nasty furniture. We even got a dirty, mossy fence. Look at all the moss on this fence.
Bleh.
Then we've got a dirty, mossy deck on the pergola. Look at all the algae and mold
Gross.
on this thing. We even got a plastic, nasty kayak. We're going to see if we can get all these things clean without a pressure washer, just using this product and a hose. Maybe a scrub brush if we have to, but we'll see. So I started this project off by going to Big Orange, picking up a 2 gallon sprayer. This is just a cheapie. 2 gallons works out to be perfect because the 30-second cleaner comes in 1 gallon bottles of concentrate. It's a 1-to-1 mix. So you pour the whole bottle of concentrate in there, fill it the rest of the way with water, and you're good to go. So fill it up with the concentrate, fill it the rest of the way with water, tighten the lid. Then we just gotta hook up the sprayer, and let's go try it on the pergola and the furniture first. Started by brushing off the leaves, removing the furniture, and then hosing it down with a product that connects straight to the hose. I tried to use this instead of the concentrate because I wanted to see how this would work because it's a big surface. I sprayed it, brushed it, sprayed it again. I had to keep spraying it because as it kills everything, it comes off like mud almost. And then this is the result after it dried. It's not perfect, but it's pretty clear. You can see that the green, the algae, and the mold is gone. There's still some dark spots up in this corner, like where this is where the lounger was sitting. Uh, kind of up through here, you can kind of see in the back where it was the worst. There's still some spots, a little bit of mold still. I don't know if this is going to come off or if this is permanent up here. Might have to hit it again with the brush, um, but I didn't want to put in a whole lot of effort. I just wanted to spray, give it a light scrub. I'm looking for convenience and ease here. Um, Overall, I'm pretty happy with this come out, and I'm just gonna let this dry out the rest of the way and call this done. On the furniture, you can see how gross this side table was in that lounger. Here's a side view looking down the side of the lounger. Here's a top view of the lounger, and then here's a view of the part of the lounger that you lay on, the field or whatever you want to call it. And here's a close up of the bottom part where the top and the bottom part meet. And then afterwards, look at this, nice and clear. All right, remember, here it is before. Look how green it is. And then here it is after. Then
Ah.
then here's a view of the side. You can see, pay attention to those dark stains because even after it's clean, those stains still remain. Here's another view of the side. You can still see those stains. But compared to what it was before, it's significantly better. Here's the other side. You
Oh.
see how clear that came. Here's the top view before. Now we're going to do the top after. Look at the difference. And here's another view of the
Nice.
top from the front. You can kind of get an idea of how it looks overall. Remember, here's the field before. Remember how gross that was. And then here's the field after. We'll back up maybe a little bit. You can get a better view. Here's the field again. You can see quite a difference. Next up is the teak chairs. Here it is, half sprayed, just sitting there. Then we give it a little bit of scrub, and you can see the difference just a little bit of scrubbing can do. Here's a close up of the arm before anything, and then we'll give the arm a spray and a scrub, and you can see the difference that makes. After it was all sprayed and scrubbed, I let it sit, and I moved it all back onto the pergola deck, and this is what it looks like. You can see that this lounger especially looks significantly different. Remember how moldy and green and nasty this was? This looks pretty clean. I'm not really scared to sit on this anymore. Um, it's not perfect, but this piece of furniture is quite old. But it came very clean with very little effort. So overall, I'm pleased with how this came out with the level of effort that I put into it. And remember, no pressure washer. This is just the spray that I mixed up on the furniture and a garden hose with a little bit of a nylon brush. And here's one of the rockers. Here's the other rocker. This rocker didn't come out quite as well as the other one's got a few stains in it. And then even the floor. Even the floor seemed to get brighter as time went on. Look, it's even clearer under there still. So overall, I would say that this product is a big win on the outdoor furniture and on the pergola deck. I would definitely use this again. Here's the shed doors that were featured at the beginning of the video. Here's a little bit longer clip. You can kind of see just how dirty these really are. These are vinyl doors with a texture to look like wood, and that texture catches all kinds of grime and mud and you name it, and they get funky, especially along the bottom. This is where it all runs down to and all catches in those grooves and that detail, and it gets nasty. There's a big tree over this shed, and it gives it some shade. And you can see that the siding and the fascia up here are kind of green and mossy and algae, and it's pretty nasty. But here we go after. A little bit of spraying with the 30-second cleaner and the pump sprayer, and it looks pretty clean. There's a few spots that could probably hit again, but again, we're looking at about 60 seconds worth of effort just spraying this down with the pump sprayer and the 30-second cleaner, and then letting it run down. No hose, no nothing. This is just the pump sprayer. It's still a little yellow across the bottom, but I've noticed that this cleaner tends to whiten things up over time. Here's a shot of the top of the doors, and we'll look at the bottom, and you can see that the bottom's whitened up some, and even the boards in front of it have whitened up. Here's the fascia. You can see how this fascia looks almost brand new. Now I'm going to take the camera over to this trellis, because this is probably one of the worst spots of the siding on the shed. And just to give you an idea of just how fast this stuff really works. Um, Again, I'm just using the pump sprayer, no hose, no nothing, no scrubbing, just spraying this down. Keep an eye on this third from the bottom piece of vinyl right here. And you'll just watch it get clean. And also watch this board down here, where it gets clean just by accident, just from runoff. But we'll spray this and just let it sit, and so you can see in real time how fast this stuff really works on vinyl. You can already see that that board, the third one up, is already almost clean. In just a few more seconds, it'll look brand new. So this stuff, 30 seconds is probably a good estimate for vinyl and stuff that's not too bad. For wood or deck, it probably takes, several minutes longer. But for this kind of stuff, 30 seconds, I'd say yeah, it's pretty accurate. Like you can already see, like that third piece up looks pretty much brand new. But I'm just going to continue to spray this down, and you'll see just how fast this works. Again, this is my little cheapy pump sprayer. I'll have to stop here in a second, I think, in this video, and stop and put a little more pressure in my pump sprayer, because it was just barely trickling out. And I'll hit a few spots that are super heavy again, and then that's it. So again, the effort level involved in this is pumping up the sprayer and then just wetting down the vinyl. That's it. And we're going to call this part of it done. I didn't get many pictures of the kayaks, but you get the idea. They're green, they're moldy, they're nasty. And then I sprayed it with the 30-second cleaner, and then they're bright and white and clean. Here's a close-up shot, so even plastic kayaks works well. For our last test, I picked the nastiest thing on the property, and that was the bottom board of my fence, right in this area of my yard where it gets wet and stays nasty. You can see how thick the moss is and how gross the algae is, and it's really, really thick. So the first, I just sprayed it with the cleaner, no scrubbing, no nothing. I just sprayed it with the cleaner, and you can see that it bleached the moss out, and it killed most everything, but you can still see the bleach. So then I just gave it like a 10-second scrub with a nylon brush on a pole, and then you can see the difference. It looks much better. And then here it is the next day. You can see how much whiter this board looks. It looks practically brand new. You can even see where the fence pickets right above the board got cleaned by accident from the little overspray with the cleaner and hit with the brush. But this looks fantastic. Well, that's the last of the gross stuff I had to clean using the 30-second cleaner. I gotta say, overall, I was very impressed. I'm very happy with how easy this worked and how little effort it took me to actually get things clean. Uh, the day was not without casualties, though. This is a bleach-based cleaner, and you can see here my shorts got some on it, and they were bleached out. So if you're using this, make sure you're using some clothes that you don't mind throwing in the trash afterwards. You don't mind if they're all bleached out. Uh, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you need to you need to clean some nasty stuff in your yard, and you want to be lazy about it, pick up some 30-second cleaner.